concrete. They're mining down. Well, there's a hearse, a fire truck, and you can actually see what the town was about back then. Here's the bar. There's where the action was. I would imagine there was a few ladies of the night. They probably had a reasonable distance from the church. One would assume that hours were cut back on Sunday while the parishioners were not available. Taking a little bit of a ride up the infamous Red Creek. Where in 1968, when I was 14 years old, I got taught a lesson that I never could kind of get a grasp on, I guess. But we should go up there and look. We used to come down, I was down here when it was snowing, because this is where I spent my weekends and my holidays when I was in school. Up in Gunnison and up above there too, so there was more fun to be had by all. Uncle Frankie, Dad was coming down this hill one time up above here. He lost the brakes, was hauling a piece of equipment, told Uncle Frankie to jump out, and Uncle Frankie opened the door and looked out at, "Oh Jesus, you're going too fast," and shut the door. They crashed into the ditch, but with the lowboy, but all they did is wipe out the front end of a lowboy. I guess there was no emergency air brakes, air cans on the trailer, and when they lost air, it just started to free roll. But we used to come up here and just drive up this hill. You'd count, over 100 deer you could be pretty much guaranteed you'd see, and probably 20 or 30 really nice bucks. Yeah, there's got to be another one down there someplace. Well, I will let them do whatever they're up to. I always got to take these stupid fucking pictures. This is up Red Creek. I don't know what the name of that mountain is over there. I was kind of puffing when I was coming up the hill, and I thought, boy, it's been a while since I've got it at any elevation, or whatever. And then I looked at the elevation. I'm almost at 12,000 feet, but it's bad. I didn't puff that hard, but obviously I haven't been up here this long, so I must not have. I don't know what my oxygen saturation is, but I'm sure I can get Amber to check it. Here's my finger, Amber. Where are you at when I need you? When I need a nurse, I don't get one. What are you going to do? I had mentioned down there before or whatever that this is a lesson I learned when I was up, when I was 14. I used to think that the lesson was how bad it hurt. When I had worked all summer long and my dad had told me that he was going to give me $5 a day. And naturally that was about half of what a dishwasher would make at the time. But when I'd worked all summer long and I'd sit there looking in the catalog for what I could buy for school clothes, then it came to the end of summer. I remember standing in Merle's living room and I said, well, what about my money? And because I figured I'd got pretty close to $500 by that point. And he told Merle to, write Steve out a check for $50. And if you figure that out, he paid me about 5 cents an hour, maybe 7 cents an hour. And I'll admit that I was 14 at the time. But what I never could understand is how he bragged about the fact that we were averaging 120 logs a day that year. And most of the time he didn't get his fat ass off the cat. Because we would throw the chokers on the back of the cat, and I would walk out behind the cat and pull the drum line out and set the chokers and then go ahead on it, and he would drive back to the landing and I would either run behind him or sometimes sit on the seat and then get off, unhook him, throw him back on, and then run back to the woods. Almost looks like a volcano up there. And I did that all year long. I thought that I was worth more than 5 cents an hour. But one of the things I think even more so now it taught me is how to work with, how just to work, how to keep working without any hope of really being rewarded for it. I don't know if that's a good attribute. But there was lots of times building houses or whatever. And I will admit, like I was told one time, well, the only thing you ever did was build houses for us. But sometimes it's hard to do it by yourself. And it did teach me that, you know what? Maybe Jesus ain't coming for you. You either have to get up off your ass, even when it's hard, and keep going, or you're the one that's going to fail. There's lots of people that are more than willing to use you for what they can get out of it, and that's the way life is. I don't know if you guys can see that one peak over there. Yeah, it's that one right there. Almost looks like a bowl. Almost like there was a volcanic action or something at one time. All this area back here is wilderness. Actually, I tried to get it to show me what that mountain was, but it says that there's no recent photos. And I'm thinking, sheesh, Google's flying all over everything. I don't know why there wouldn't be any recent photos. But I can tell you what, I don't care who it is, you got to save yourself. There are people in your life that will try to help you. And there are even some people that aren't out to get what they can get. But it still comes down to whether or not you're willing to get up, tell people to go fuck themselves, and keep going.